famous yellow wall has been converted to an orange wall. I'd say the England fans are outnumbered probably 3-1 because we are only some 60 miles from the Dutch border. All roads have been clogged up. We had to walk probably the last mile to the stadium. Couldn't get near the place. Of course, the Netherlands wearing their famous orange, England in their equally famous white, looking to make the final of the Euros for the second time running. England. Netherlands, the 1988 champions, and on that run that year in Germany, Marco van Basten scored a hat-trick against England in a 3-1 win. It's the first time these two famous footballing nations have met in a tournament knockout tie. 3 previous ones in group games. De Vrij feed it wide to Denzel Dumfries. The Netherlands have been comeback kings, and England too, really. Looking to get Marlon in behind, but the flag goes up to stop him. What an atmosphere here, Landon, with the crowd so tight into the pitch.
It's such a treat, Ian, to be in this stadium and see it converted, like you said, from yellow to mostly orange, sprinkled with a decent amount of white. You just wonder if this game will look a lot more like a Premier League game with the number of players familiar with that league, and the pace hopefully will match it.
Koeman did manage in England, Southampton and Everton, and he has a bit of a history with England, maybe more of that a little bit later on, as Walker looks to skip past Gakpo. He's Kobbie Mainoo, the youngest ever England semi-finalist in a big tournament, 19 years of age. I just wonder if this might feel a bit like a Premier League game with so many of the players either playing in it now or in the past. They know each other pretty well.
Well, the environment, as I was saying, the environment feels like it. It rained quite a bit before the game, so the field's wet. The crowd will certainly push these players on. So yeah, it could look and feel a lot more like that.
Phil Foden certainly didn't need to water this surface. The elements did that all right. Declan Rice had a terrific tournament, really, for England. The amount of ground he covers in that midfield, absolutely vital. Foden hustled out of it by Schalken. The England fans, they might be outnumbered. They're making a lot of noise behind the goal. England are attacking in the first half. Rice to lay it forward. Here's Harry Kane. Foden looks to latch onto it, but De Vrij was in the way. This is the latest episode in many battles, of course, between Virgil van Dijk and Harry Kane. One of the most famous when Liverpool beat Spurs in a Champions League final. Here come the Netherlands' first attack, and just for a moment there, I wonder whether Marlon was going to get a sight of goal in his home stadium.
Well, this is almost the highest I've seen England press in this tournament. And the Netherlands, with 3 or 4 passes, just pick them apart. You wonder now, having been hurt like that, if England might back off a little bit. They were very aggressive, more aggressive than I've seen.
It's Bellingham. Foden ahead of him, making a run into the penalty area. Kane. Now Saka scored that big goal against Switzerland towards the far post. The Netherlands did concede like that with a similar ball against Turkey. Foden seeing a lot of the ball early on. Trippier on that left-hand side is offside. His second visit to this stadium, by the way, in a matter of months. Trippier, who was with Newcastle in the Champions League here. They lost 2-0 that night.
See again the benefit of England playing the back 3 and with wing-back Saka on this side as he clipped the ball in. Kieran Trippier arriving at the back post to give them another number in the box. It's been very useful for them in the last couple games.
The Netherlands have scored nearly double the amount of goals that England have scored in the tournament so far, 9-5. England have conceded a couple fewer, mind you.
So one of the questions I had was, how are England going to play this front three? Is Bukayo Saka going to get pinned back? And you see here, he's pinned all the way back here on his right side with Cody Gakpo. Kyle Walker's come forward there.
Here is Gakpo, and Saka pickpockets the ball off him. Wins that battle. Gakpo tries to get back at him, but Saka has got the ball again here now.
And it's really an underrated part of his game. He's a much better defender than people give him credit for. And obviously being held responsible. He was on the last line there dealing with the very dangerous Cody Gakpo and did well.
John Stones. Gareth Southgate saying in the build-up to this game that there was a fear factor for England earlier on in the tournament. They were worried they might be eliminated at the group stage. Now, he says the feeling is one of liberation because they can see the possibilities of what could happen for them. Let's see if that expresses itself in the performance.
Okay, so this is going to be a big challenge for the English defense. The Dutch really overload the middle. And Memphis Depay happy to come deep, which opens up a lot of space as John Stones goes with him.
Simons there, opens up for him, and the shot, and a brilliant goal for the Netherlands! Semi Simons! A stunning blow by the men in orange.
Well, what a start for the Dutch. As John Stones got caught forward again, Xavi Simons picks the ball up off Declan Rice. And look at this for a strike. Clean tackle, strong, and look at that angle. Jordan Pickford gets a finger on it, but not enough. And that man who's been underrated this entire tournament, Ian, puts the Dutch up 1-0.
Fantastic goal. Trippier tries to calm everybody down, wearing white. 21 years of age, only his second ever goal that for the Netherlands. And what a time to get it. How did England respond to that Bellingham? England looking for the instant riposte. Were behind against Slovakia, were behind against Switzerland, still advanced. Long time to do something about it is the good news for England. Mainoo's ball forward, away by De Vrij. It was a miscue in the middle of the pitch there from Marlin. Everybody's still trying to get their breath back after this start.
You see Schouten just trying to head the ball, catches Bellingham. You know, Xavi Simons, we watched him in the early game against France, and you heard me talk about him on the right over here today. I think he's a special player and really underrated in this tournament. And boy, did he just show up in a big way to put his team ahead.
Referee just stopping the game for a bit of treatment. Felix Zweier, a contentious choice because 3 years ago, England's Jude Bellingham referenced a historic 6-month ban this referee had for a match-fixing scandal a long time ago in 2005, saying, what do you expect from this referee? The German FA didn't like that. They fined Bellingham $43,000. So that's just a little subplot in the background.
It's like a day's wages for him. Probably wasn't bothered.
England with a chance to bite back with this free kick amid what can only be described as bedlam among the orange wall to our left. Well, we've seen a lot of slow-burning games in the knockout phase, not here.
When we're shouting off the field, this throws a wrench in your defensive line plans, so it'll be interesting to see how they change.
Foden with some pace on it. He's well defended by Ake, the Manchester City player. Saka. His confidence is obviously high. Gakpo looked like a foul. It was a foul.
Yeah, definitely foul as he nudged into him. Another set piece here. It was good by England. A little fake on the last one. Got the Dutch line to drop. I think they need to just get another number or two in the box.
That Dutch goal, by the way, the earliest in a European semi-final since Alan Shearer put England ahead against Germany in the Euro '96 semi. That was in the 3rd minute. Germany won it on penalties in the end, as Gareth Southgate knows very painfully. Trippier's ball towards the back post. Rice was in there, bouncing around dangerously. Van Dijk, with lots to say to his teammates all the time, hacks it away.
Really well timed, and watch this, comes just off the bottom of his foot as he tries to smash it across the goal mouth. The Dutch did well to get 4 players back across the 6-yard box to deal with that too.
Yeah, it was offside. Bit careless from England there. And it's Simons again. He is a terrific player. With Leipzig, bound to be part of the Dutch team, you would think, for a decade or more to come. Kane from a long way out. He was dipping late as well, had to be watched by Bart Verbruggen. He likes it here, Harry Kane. Down to Foden again, who's seeing an awful lot of the ball in the early stages, and I think 1 or 2 of the England fans would just like to see him playing a little nearer goal, because he does have a very good eye for goal, but he's got 12 England games now since scoring.
There's no question the way he's used is impacting that, and Gareth Southgate, for better or worse, in my opinion worse, allows him to come all the way back deep to pick up the ball, but it's just not where he's effective.
Picked by Bellingham, didn't quite find its target. Now it's come through here to Saka, onto that left foot, looking to bend one. Can he get a shot away here? Oh, and blasted over the top in the end. Kane goes down.
So this is always a tricky one, Ian. So as you see Saka come inside, you're just waiting for him to pull the trigger. Finally does. But after Harry Kane shoots it, it's a really nasty tackle. And it's tricky as a referee. They almost never give a penalty there. But it is a foul.
Well, it's interesting to see whether the VAR look at that. Mark Clattenburg, our expert referee, says no penalty. It's another smart piece of work by Verbruggen as we just look at that again. The young Brighton goalkeeper, who is, by the way, the youngest goalkeeper to appear at the Euros since Jose Iribar for Spain some 60 years ago.
You know, this one, it's such a weird play, because this happens all the time where you strike the ball. I mean, that is a foul by Dumfries. He's got his cleats up high and follows through into Harry Kane. It's a foul.
And he has rather affected Kane's ability to hit that as he would have wanted to do. But
well, it's like, you know, the referees think because you shot the ball, you got your chance, that now there's no reason for a penalty, but they are checking it. I mean, it is a foul.
Let's bring in Mark Clattenburg. He's going to go and have a look at this, you know.
Yeah, Ian, when I first looked at it, I thought there was, you know, there was never much contact in it. But when you see it in slow motion, as Harry Kane goes to hit the ball towards goal, the Dutch player comes in and catches Harry Kane's foot. And is it a blocking action and Harry Kane's foot follows through and catches the Dutch player, or is it the Dutch player coming through with his studs? And it's more like, when I watch it more and more in replay, the studs do come through. And I think the VAR will award a penalty kick for this.
The VAR is Bastian Dunkert, who has that job a lot of times. High boot, Denzel Dumfries. What is the call? The call is penalty. England get a chance to bite back.
And I think it's the right decision, Ian. You cannot lead with your cleat high like that and hit a player. I mean, that is, if that happens in the middle of the field, you might get sent off for it. It's a really bad tackle. And just because the chance was taken doesn't mean it's not a foul. So I think this is the correct decision.
Harry Kane has the ball in his hand. Remember, he didn't take a penalty in the shootout against Switzerland. He'd already gone off with what looked like cramp, yellow card for Dumfries amid all of that. Remember, Kane did miss a penalty vitally against France at the World Cup on the day England went out. But his overall record is 76 out of 86 converted. Right in front of the England fans. Kane v. Verbruggen. And Kane delivers again in Dortmund. 1-1.
And boy, does he love playing here for England. Ian, cool, calm, takes the big breath. Verbruggen goes the right way, but you're never getting that. Difficult to get down there for a goalkeeper. Harry Kane does it again in the knockout stages for England. 1-1.
His 66th career goal for England, extending his record at #1 in the list of England marksmen all time. Quite a start to this semi-final. Now read on. The Dutch lead lasted for 11 minutes.
You know, for all the hype around these stuttering penalty kick routines, Harry Kane said, "The hell with that. I'm just going to step up and smash it in the bottom corner." And when you do that, it's just impossible to save.
It's Memphis Depay. Now Reinders, who's had a very good tournament playing in midfield, the Milan man. They haven't really missed Frankie de Jong, have they?
No, and that's because Xavi Simons has been so good in there. That was another example of Memphis Depay coming so deep. And early on, John Stones went with him. He got burned on the goal, being a little high and out of place. So now he's scared to go in there with him. So I expect Memphis Depay to keep doing that. If Stones comes with him, there'll be runners in behind. If not, he can turn and play from there.
Schouten, England determined not to let him settle on the ball in the middle of the pitch, trying to just glue things together for the Dutch side. Harry Kane, by the way, 7 goals now in European Championship history, now tied with Alan Shearer for the most among England players. Is Foden to Jude Bellingham. I think Bellingham's got better as the tournament's gone on. Looks like his energy levels have just gone up a little bit to me. It was big emotional high winning the Champions League at Wembley, and the Euros came pretty quickly after that. Stones across to Guerhi, glad to get his suspension out of the way. Mainu looking for an early ball, trying to get Foden in behind. It wasn't quite played the way England wanted. Kane. Kyle Walker in space. Not his best ball of the tournament. I'm just thinking, looking at Memphis Depay there, Landon, he's got a bit of a point to prove to English fans because it didn't really happen for him at Manchester United.
Yeah, you will definitely think that he wants to show that he is of this level. He's been bright early, picking up good spots.
Ake picks up Depay. Trippier's there tucking in for England, and Bellingham to pick it up again. Got a lot of friends and family here, Jude Bellingham. He was waving up to some in the stands. Friends he made when he played for Borussia Dortmund. He was named the Bundesliga Player of the Year. Mainu here, and Foden with a massive opportunity, and stopped on the line and hassled away. Did it cross though? Did it cross? No. No goal. Wow. How close was that?
Well, two things there. One, was he offside when the ball was played? If not, did it go in? And the technology said no, but boy, it sure looked like it from here.
Can't take your eyes off this. Saka. Look at the amount of space here for Trippier. Dutch defence looking a little disorganised at times as England look to turn the screw here. But there's another ball on the pitch somehow. And in an area right where the previous delivery was made as well. I don't think the referee had any choice there. Here's Rice. By the way, Harry Kane, who's got that goal, yet to win a trophy for club or country in his career. Not even with Bayern Munich this year, despite his 44 goals. Could he make amends at the European Championships? There's a lot of football to be played before anything like that can happen. Here's Mainu. Walker. Again, Foden making a late run from midfield.
He and Jude Bellingham have been much better tonight, Ian, staying higher up the field, picking up spots much higher, and it's made the England attack significantly better early on.
Saka. This is the best England have played without any question at these European Championships. It's been a long, hard road for them, but they're still in business. Kane is looking at the free kick. He's not getting it from Felix Zweier. Oh, Foden has nipped the ball away here. And just as well the flag was on the scene, Foden is protesting that he should get a free kick there. So's Kane.
Yeah, Foden's right. That was absolutely a foul. Dumfries got away with one there.
Later tonight, the last of our semi-finals for this summer of soccer, when Colombia meet Uruguay. That's on Fox Sport 1, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific time. Netherlands coming forward with the danger man, Xavi Simons again. The Netherlands has got 2 goals in a game 4 times in this tournament. They've looked lively and dangerous.
Well, again, that was the same pattern between Malen coming inside, Depay coming inside. If one of them comes inside, the other runs behind. And here's a look at that chance from Foden again. It's a game of inches. Wow.
Definitely no goal, though. That's technology, which is a 100% hit. Lovely ball to Reinders there from Charlton. Gakpo quiet so far.
It's a little surprised he didn't run at Bukayo Saka there. And it's Kyle Walker. I could see him wanting to step on it and bring it back. But if he's 1v1 with Saka, I'm sure Ronald Koeman is telling him to just go every time.
This is a better spell for the Netherlands, just keeping possession of the football, because the pressure on that defence had been growing and become a little hectic. Depay scoring with a great header, equalising goal against Turkey. Depay misses out. Bellingham. More good work from him. Saka. Kobbie Mainoo into Foden. Lovely first touch from him. Bellingham, and they couldn't quite link up.
But again, much better. Look where those two ended up. Just a hair away from getting a chance there. And good defensive work by Simons.
Another look at that Foden chance. Hasn't scored for England since September. Nearly did there. Dumfries on the line to save the Netherlands from going behind.
Made up for that penalty, didn't he?
How vital might that be? Here's Depay. Gakpo's on the left-hand side, and Malen. The movement was good. It's a corner kick. They do carry a threat, the Netherlands.
This is the theme of the first half so far for the Dutch offense. Depay picking the ball up in deep spots. Stones reluctant to go with him after getting burned early. And yet another chance for the Netherlands with the corner now.
Right in front of that orange wall as well here. There's the view down the stadium, the home of Borussia Dortmund, often filled with 80,000 fans for big Bundesliga games and Champions League matches as well. Remember, Borussia Dortmund made the final of the Champions League this past season. Here comes the Dutch corner kick. Oh! And it took a tremendous save there with Dumfries getting his head to that.
Well, with England bringing everyone back, the Dutch sent 7 players forward. In the end, a free header for Dumfries, and Pickford very happy to see that hit the bar.
Yeah, I wondered if he just got a hand to that. He didn't, did he? Pickford, by the way, was signed for Everton by by Ronald Koeman when he was in charge at Goodison Park. And one of his quotes was, "We think he'll become the #1 for England." Prophetic.
Yeah, you got that one right.
Yeah, he did. Didn't last that long at Everton, mind. Here's Kobe Mainu again. Now Bukayo Saka. Walker, one of those who goes all the way back to that 2018 World Cup semi-final against Croatia in Russia. Stones gliding out of defence as he likes to. Trippier inside to Phil Foden. England with the option now of bringing Luke Shaw on a little later. Played 42 minutes in the last game and is over his injury now. Mainu again, Kane. Oh, nearly picked out Jude Bellingham. Mainu with a fantastic interception there to win the ball back in a key area. Saka. Rice. Foden invited to shoot. Does shoot! Hits the woodwork. My goodness me, that was close.
Well, what a half hour it's been, Ian. This time it's England's turn to hit the woodwork. Look at this thing curling. Has Verbruggen beaten, just not the post.
He's not getting that, is he, Verbruggen?
No chance. And that whole sequence was set up by John Stones early on, willing to carry the ball into the midfield. The knock-on effect is that Foden and Bellingham don't have to come do that. They can play higher. He's clearly feeling more comfortable than ever in this tournament, Phil Foden playing higher. And he's getting rewarded so far, and so are England.
But 1-1 still, and it would be a surprise on what we've seen if there were no further goals. Remind me about that, about the 89th minute, if it's still 1-1.
Why'd you jinx us?
Here's Foden showing why today he was voted Footballer of the Year. Mainu around the corner, Foden again. Starring, Mainu can pick this up. Kane is trying to time his run. Couldn't quite get that right. Debi is down for the Netherlands here, holding his hamstring by the look of it. That might be bad news if it is a hamstring.
Yeah, this looks bad. The way he just stopped, went down. It doesn't look like he thinks he can carry on based on that look.
Well, the physio will give that the once over just to assess it, but I think they've already made the decision by the look of things. Ronald Koeman just wanting a word with Tijani Reinders. This is the Simons goal. What a goal this is. 7 minutes in. One of the best goals of the tournament.
It's pretty remarkable technically as he's falling, how he was able to hit it with no spin like that. Just a tremendous strike.
Well, this Sunday on Fox, we start the day with the Euro 2024 Championship match, 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Spain playing the winner of the match in front of you now. That'll be followed by the Copa America final at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific time. One not to be missed. Great day for fans of the beautiful game. It's Veerman, the midfield player, coming on. That's maybe not quite what we would have expected. Joey Veerman.
was actually quite surprised to see his number go up. I think they'll move, yeah, Daniel Malen central. Yeah, that was a bit surprising.
He plays for PSV and had 16 assists in the Eredivisie this past season. That was easily top.
Yeah, and they just moved. Well, Dumfries still at right back. It's almost like they've got 4 centrally now with Malen high.
Gehi, one of 4 players in the squad from Crystal Palace. That's more than any other club, by the way. Gehi again. Now Bellingham. Fans enjoying this performance in full voice at the moment. The Dutch fans maybe a little more worried. Bellingham. Just a bit of a misunderstanding between him and Trippier, really.
Well, I thought they might keep Xavi Simons centrally, but I guess he's going out to that right wing. It's a really interesting substitution, as you see. Little nick, but not much on Bellingham. It really does change the way the Dutch are going to play now. Xavi Simons was causing so many headaches there centrally. So I think England might be quite happy to see him go out there to the right wing.
Here's Gakpo, one of the players of the tournament, and there's danger here. He's got support from Simons and company. Rice can bring it away. Real ebb and flow to this. Here's Saka, but England's big players are turning up here. Bellingham again here. Particularly wants to perform on this stage. Made the move here from Birmingham City in the second tier of English football. Phil Foden. Every orange shirt back behind the ball. Absolutely no pressure. Stones looking for one of those long diagonal balls he likes. Pretty good one, wasn't it? To Trippier. Now Foden. Mainu. Great idea to find Kyle Walker. Mainu going through the party tricks, and Foden again! And Verbruggen gets down well.
And this sequence set up Jude Bellingham running through the middle so Stones can hit the long switch comfortably. Comes back to this side to Kyle Walker, and the star man so far, Phil Foden, with another chance. Ultimately comfortable for Verbruggen, but England keep knocking on the door.
Well, I think one of the questions going into this game about England were they an ordinary team who'd fluked their way through the soft side of the draw, or a very good team about to blossom when it really matters?
It almost feels like they feel like they're playing with house money. Like they can just be a little more relaxed, take some more chances, some more risks, and they look a much better team.
That's Veerman, who can see a pass. You saw Gakpo looking to break in behind. Ronaldo, by the way, is now joint top scorer with a few others in the tournament on 3, even when he's had a quiet tournament by his standards. Gakpo is another on 3. Kane loves to drop deep. Trippier's trying to time his run over there. Perfectly found. Bellingham now. Kane again. Van Dijk to get it away. They need all his experience. Kobbie Mainoo. Blocked by Ake.
So good from Kobbie Mainoo. Anticipating, counter-pressing quickly to give England another chance. Look at that defending. Excellent.
Mainoo again. Stones looking to hassle Donyell Malen. Before today, strangely, Malen is the only player at these Euros who scored 2 goals in 1 game, and he did that as a substitute. One of those little statistical oddities. Simons to feed it wide, and that's careless, really. Just gave the ball away with... It was an easy ball, wasn't it, to Dumfries? Danny Olmo's another on 3, by the way. There's a thoughtful-looking Ronald Koeman, scorer of a very controversial goal against England, because today he'd have been sent off for a professional foul. Somehow he only got a yellow in the incident. Went on to score a brilliant free kick in a World Cup qualifier. That's not been forgotten by some older England fans.
Like you.
Well, I'm one of them. But terrific footballer. I remember him going to Wembley and getting the winner for Barcelona in a Champions League final in 1992 against Sampdoria for Barcelona.
He had an early decision to make, too, with that substitution, and I think they were getting picked apart centrally. So he opted for Veerman instead of maybe Weghorst or someone more attacking. They're a little more secure through the center of the field, but they've given up a lot in the attack now by moving Xavi Simons over to that side, and they just don't look threatening anymore.
Here's Rice. England have struggled to turn possession into chances so far, anyway. So far in this tournament, but they do look dangerous today, all right. Bellingham under pressure from De Vrij. It's hard to knock off the ball. Bellingham plays it in. Kane had found a bit of space, but of course Van Dijk had read that. Hope you're enjoying this terrific semi-final from the European Championships. Coming to you live from Dortmund in northwest Germany. Rice to Foden. Bellingham. Trippier. He's coming back again. Bellingham again, taking on Reinders this time. But this is a different England. Walker. Saka. We know about those runs. He likes to let go with the left foot. Trippier towards the back post. Foden was in there again. Phil Foden looks determined to score. When that didn't result in a chance, I just saw him then kick the post in frustration.
Well, they all look determined to score. And England, they just look a completely different team tonight, Ian. This is the team I think we've all been waiting to see.
Well, this first half has flown by. Credit to the Netherlands. They've been resilient. They've had to defend well. And they're still very much in this at 1-1. A lot of good footballers. Reinders back to Jordi Schouten. And Veerman as a kind of extra body in that central area now since the substitution. Mr. Fry again. Bit of game management going on here for the Netherlands. You might be quite happy to go in at 1-1. Veerman, who did start earlier on in the tournament. Schouten. Simons. Here's Reinders. England's turn to defend. Reinders again. Dumfries. So many Inter players at this tournament after their splendid season in Italy. Veerman to pick it up again. The Netherlands will believe, after what they've done in this tournament, they've got another goal in them somewhere here.
Well, both teams have looked like scoring plenty of goals tonight, so it'd be hard to imagine, like you said, that there's not another goal in this somewhere.
Xavi Simons again, named after the Barcelona legend, Xavi. Trying to pick up Ake's run. Up against his Manchester City teammate Walker there. Walker's got to be careful he doesn't dive in. He didn't. Veerman with a cross in the little back header from Ake, who stayed forward. Got too much of his head on it, really.
He did so well to keep that initial ball in and then found himself in the middle of the box. He's going to wish he did better with that.
One of those that just skims off the top of the head might have done the trick there.
He needed less hair like me. A lot less.
They don't like it. He's got plenty. That is half-time. A terrific first half. An engrossing first half. Phil Foden wondering how he didn't score. Xavi Simons putting the Netherlands ahead with a great goal. Harry Kane's penalty putting England level. Great game here and lots of drama to come in this semi-final as we hand it back to Jules in the studio.
Thank you, Ian. The Euro 2024 halftime show on Fox is presented by IBM. Jules Breach back with you. It has been a good watch, that first half, hasn't it? The Netherlands and England are level at the break in Dortmund. And coming up, Daniel is going to analyse Xavi Simons' brilliant goal. And speaking of wonder strikes, we'll remind you how Lamine Yamal helped Spain knock France out yesterday. Plus, we get you ready for tonight's Copa America semi-final between Uruguay and Colombia.
Experience the excitement of the Copa America semifinals on Sirius XM. Free scoring Colombia.
The ball in behind, Luis Diaz scores!
Clashes with battle-tested Uruguay.
Oh, it's a stunning header by Darwin Núñez.
With a place in the final on the line.
Have we just witnessed the winning moment?
Colombia versus Uruguay. Tonight at 8 Eastern on Fox Sports 83 and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Whatever happened to Tony Horton?
2017, I was knocked down. A very rare type of shingles that went straight into my brain. My body was completely wasting away.
So Tony developed high-impact protein by Power Life.
Add 1 scoop of high-impact protein to a glass of water, HMB plus vitamin D3. They go to work reshaping your body.
Go to mypowerlife.com and use code SLIM to save 30%. Text SLIM to 511-511 today. All individuals are unique. Your results can and will vary. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Tax fees may apply.
We're constantly making promises to ourselves to live healthier. We're going to exercise more, eat right, and drink right. Well, isn't it time you start thinking about your water? Drinking right starts with Aquasana. Aquasana water filters give you immediate access to cleaner, healthier, extraordinary water. Water that's odor-free and tastes great. Aquasana water filters remove chlorine, PFAS, bacteria, and other impurities you don't want and leave you with the beneficial minerals you do want, like potassium and calcium. It's so good you'll notice an immediate difference in every drop of pure, delicious water. So whether you're washing vegetables or enjoying a post-workout shower, protect your whole home from contaminants with an Aquasana water filter. After all, healthy living starts with healthy water. Visit aquasana.com and use promo code SXM to get up to 50% off select systems. That's AQUASANA.com. Promo code SXM for up to 50% off. Aquasana. Better water, better you.
Today on Sirius XM Sports.
A heavyweight clash coming up in the Euro 2024 semis as England and the Netherlands meet with a berth in the final Sunday afternoon on the line. Which powerhouse will advance to face Spain in Berlin? Don't miss the play-by-play of England-Netherlands at 3 Eastern on Fox Sports Channel 83 and on the Sirius XM app.
Sirius XM Sports. Wherever you are, your team plays here.
Euro 2024 on Fox is sponsored by Bank of America. What would you like the power to do?
It's been a good game so far, and what an atmosphere in Dortmund for this second semi-final at the Euros. The Dutch fans are there in record numbers. The England supporters back home also had reason to celebrate in that first half. Jules Breach here with Peter Schmeichel, Daniel Sturridge and Alexi Lalas. England conceded first for the 3rd straight match at this Euros, but once again, they've responded. It's been a really good first half to watch,
It has been a very entertaining first half. And it's a Euros of young players. 21 a year old. Xavi Simon gets the ball here. And young players, no fear. They just go for it. Oof.
What a hit.
Top corner. Absolutely no chance for Jordan Pickford. And he loves it. That's his first goal in a major tournament for Holland.
All right. The studio's divided. The stadium's divided. The fans are divided. Everybody's divided. Is this a penalty? Isn't this a penalty? Well, ultimately, it was called a penalty. Dumfries comes in and, cleats up, and Harry Kane goes through, hits him. VAR says, yeah, it's a penalty. Harry Kane steps up and buries it. Buries it, right like that. England back in the game.
Another great penalty from England at this tournament. That's now 6 knockout goals at a Euros for Harry Kane, a record for any player.
And yes, indeed. Look at the pass from Kobe Mainu here. And look at the feet, man. Foden, but Denzel Dumfries on the line said, no, siree. Not to go. I'm going to be as calm as you like. Control it there, take my time, and get rid of it.
He's just given a penalty away. Then he saves that. And then he gets his header, hits a bar. You know, this has been, for Holland, it's been about Dumfries, hasn't it?
Foden!
Oh, my.
Oi, 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 oi. Talk about closer than close.
He's been watching Yamal.
He sure has.
And then, you don't want to see this. Memphis out of the game. Neyman has headband out.
And then again, Foden and Maino have just been absolutely fantastic.
Everywhere.
He's due a goal. I mean, it feels like Foden, your guy, you've picked him as your player to watch before every England game, and you're just about to come right. Just about. He needs to put it in the back of the net.
Honestly.
Then we'll tell you how good you are at predicting.
Absolutely.
He's having his best game of this tournament so far, though, but the Dutch did strike first with that Simons goal, which takes us to the creative moment of the half, sponsored by IBM. Daniel, what do you love the most about this goal?
I mean, first and foremost, the pressing in that midfield area. You see Xavi Simons here. the ball kind of deflects out, and Declan Rice has the ball, the tenacity to be able to do that. You see him bringing it, he's like, no, I'm having a go. The distance, half a yard is all he needs, and the fact that he's slipping, right, is an abnormal shot for an attacker. I've not seen many shots like that before. The pace of the ball, the direction, everything, and the jubilation he has on his face is just like, yo, I've just created something special for my nation.
It's been a good first half. We saw Debi come off and the Netherlands had to make that change, though, Alexi. How do you think that might shift things for them?
Well, it was interesting, given how important Wout Weghorst has been in terms of substitution, that was the substitution. I do agree with Landon Donovan and Ian Dark when they say this is the best that we have seen England play.
Yeah.
We'll see if they can parlay that into a second half.
Agree that, Peter?
I agree. I mean, again, they've got to score now. They haven't scored a proper goal, really. Not really since, well, Bellingham in the first game.
Saka, the last game.
Oh, Saka, sorry, I forgot that. But they have so much play, they have so many chances. They need to now show us convincingly that they can win this tournament. They have the play and they have the players.
OK, well, the Netherlands and England are battling it out to play.
Hi, it's Billy Joel here. It's back. All my music on my very own channel, the Billy Joel Channel.
Because you had to be a big shot.
His songs, his stories. There were these two Italian guys that owned this recording studio. Wow, they had a piano, they had microphones, and I was really impressed. I wanted to know what everything was. What does that do? What does that do? What does that do?
The Billy Joel Channel, happening now for a limited time. Sirius XM Channel 79 and the Sirius XM app.
In the game of life, every point matters, especially when it comes to your loved ones. Score big for your family by securing life insurance with SelectQuote. Their team of experienced licensed insurance agents can help you find the right policy at the right price in just minutes. I'm 40, and my $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. My wife's also 40, and her $500,000 policy was only $16 a month. Plus, with their same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Whether you need a $100,000 policy or a $10 million policy, SelectQuote can help you score big on affordable coverage. Don't let the clock run out on your chance to protect your family's future.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-463-9797. That's 1-800-463-9797. Or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's 1-800-463-9797. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Sneezing, coughing, stuffy nose, runny nose, postnasal drip, interrupted sleeping. I was groggy at the end of the day.
Allergies and sinus congestion were making Jana miserable. Then, a friend recommended Navage. Navage provides immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Navage helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
Navage gave me instant relief. I didn't have to wait 30 minutes. I didn't have to wait an hour, 90 minutes. I didn't have to wait a minute. I ran the rinse and I felt better.
Stop suffering from congestion and start breathing and feeling your best again with Navage. Navage.
I've had people ask me how I find relief, and I tell them Navage immediately. This thing is amazing.
Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid.
Sirius XM Radio.
Sirius XM. Road Dog Trucking Radio.
For the business of trucking.
Regulation in the trucking industry.
Issues in Congress. Alternative fuels.
Amenities and ergonomics. Benefits for truck drivers.
Any number of topics.
It really is very diverse.
Road Dog Trucking Radio.
Channel 146.
Sirius XM Triumph. Get real answers with Dr. Laura.
No nonsense advice about relationships, marriage, kids.
Tough love.
It happened is not a phrase anybody uses when they take responsibility.
Inspiration.
Every time you go to bed with a negative thought, you have to match it up with a positive one. That's your new rule.
Dr. Laura, plus Megyn Kelly, Glenn Beck, Nancy Grace, and Dave Ramsey. All on Triumph. Sirius XM 111 and on the Sirius XM app.
The Euro 2024 halftime show on Fox is presented by IBM.
The second semi-final at Copa America is coming your way tonight on FS1. Darwin Núñez leading Uruguay against Luis Diaz's Colombia. Yesterday, Spain became the first team to secure a place in the Euro 2024 final. What a goal from 16-year-old Lamine Yamal. It was sensational in their 2-1 win over France in Munich. Spain have 6 wins out of 6 so far this summer. They're one step away now from a record 4th European trophy, and they'll face the winner of the Netherlands or England on Sunday.
The NASCAR Cup Series is on SiriusXM. We're back on the track Sunday,
1:30 p.m. Eastern.
It's the Great American Getaway 400, presented by VisitPA.com.
from Pocono Raceway on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio Channel 90, in the car, and on the all-new SiriusXM app. Get closer to everything that moves you, wherever you are, with the SiriusXM app.
Let's make some smoke and drink some beer. Yeah.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards concert tickets for your daughter to see that singer who sings about painful breakups. And one song will inspire your little beauty to break up with that beast she's dating, Brian. Instead, she'll date someone who's nice and worthy of her love, not someone who addresses you and your spouse as bro. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in all states.
There once was a person whose credit card debt got out of hand. And then the high interest kicked in. But a SoFi personal loan got the hooks of credit card debt out of their back. Their payments and interest rate lowered. SoFi even paid off their debt directly to their lender. View your rate for a SoFi personal loan today at SoFi.com/monster, and you could get rid of the monster of high interest credit card debt. Loans originated by SoFi Bank N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Pristine lawn.
Iconic whites.
Grass eaten.
Grass owned.
Hopes dashed.
Dreams realized.
Blistering backhands.
Ferocious forehands.
In.
Out.
Right, please. Thank you.
Goff.
Jabbar.
Shiontek.
Sinner.
Djokovic.
Alcaraz.
Wimbledon.
Always like never before.
1st to the 14th of July. Watch live on ESPN.
SiriusXM Triumph. Get real answers with Dr. Laura.
No nonsense advice about relationships, marriage, kids.
Tough love.
It happened is not a phrase anybody uses when they take responsibility.
Inspiration.
Every time you go to bed with a negative thought, you have to match it up with a positive one. That's your new rule.
Dr. Laura. Plus, Megyn Kelly, Glenn Beck, Nancy Grace, and Dave Ramsey. All on Triumph. SiriusXM 111 and on the SiriusXM app.
Course, getting ready to come on for the Dutch side. And you guys at home are probably having the same conversations we've been having in the studio. What will the managers do in this second half? When will the changes be made?
Koeman's made a change at half-time in the last 2 games.
He did.
So that's just an MO. He likes to do that. He brings Weghorst on now. I think it's a bit too early. I mean, this guy is fantastic coming off the bench.
Ooh,
but he takes Daniel Malen off, which is, I think, a little bit unfair. But then, you know, it's his decision.
Yeah, I mean, this is set up really well. We're looking forward to the second half. Shuri coming on. This is going to be his first game, 45 minutes, you know, so hopefully big performance for him, but let's see.
Okay, time for the second half now for a place in the Euros final. Ian Darke, Landon Donovan, back to you guys.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Jules. Thanks for the chat and news of substitutions. Luke Shaw on for Kieran Trippier for England, and as you were remarking on, Daniel Malen, I should say, is being replaced here by Wout Weghorst, the tall target man striker who did score 2 in the World Cup quarter-final against Argentina, one with a very slick free kick routine, you might remember. And that's maybe just to give them a little more in attack. You were saying since Depay had gone off, they didn't look a threat.
I'm not sure about this. I feel like the initial substitution was a mistake by Ronald Koeman, and this one is strange now too. It doesn't change anything. You're just changing Malen for Weghorst. You don't change anything tactically. Simon's still on this right side, where he's not as effective. So it's a strange one.
That's a foul by Weghorst on Stones straight away. Weghorst, who had spells at Manchester United and Burnley in England. Didn't really come off there. To be fair to him, he has come off in other places, notably Wolfsburg.
Well, he absolutely will score now that I said that, but just seems like a bizarre substitution.
Got 59 league goals in 4 years at Wolfsburg, and he can memorize every single one of them. Even went on a TV show to prove it. Knows which square inch of the net he hit with the shots or headers. Can England keep up their impressive form from the first half? A stone-faced Ronald Koeman there. He has seen it all as player and coach over time.
You know, the only thing I can think of then with that substitution is when you make the sub at halftime, it doesn't count as one of the 3 stoppages where you're allowed to make substitutions. So if you thought about subbing Malen at some point, maybe you figured might as well just get him off now. That way we can use our other 2 substitution spots later in the half.
I'm just thinking England probably didn't want half-time.
No, definitely not. The momentum was with them, and oftentimes halftime comes exactly at the right time for one team, and it's horrible for the other team.
Here's Bart Verbruggen, plays every game for the Netherlands. Not true at Brighton, where he's had to keep on being rotated. That was Roberto De Zerbi's idea. Gehi. There's John Stones, another of those who goes all the way back 6 years to that World Cup semi in Russia. All a bit tight, trying to feed that ball from Walker into Bukayo Saka. Saka, Aki wasn't quite sure of his bearings there. That's cut back, and Charlton was very, very cool. Let that run, found Weghorst. And Shaw. That's going to be a free kick. He won't get a yellow for that one. Shaw's last game for Manchester United was way back on February the 18th against Luton Town. Muscle injury ever since then, and it's taken him longer than they expected to be fit at these European Championships. It was a bit of a punt picking him, but they felt it was a punt they could afford. Charlton. Nice ball. Simons looking to get it past Luke Shaw. Here is Shaw. A bit tight over there for Declan Rice. By the way, England's last 4 knockout ties have gone to extra time.
You're going to give Jules and Daniel anxiety with that comment. And a lot of England fans, well, all England fans.
Every trend is there to be broken. Just saying, that's all. Dumfries, more work for him to do. Gave away a penalty, cleared off the line, hit the bar in the first half. First semi-final for the Netherlands for 10 years since they did it under Louis van Gaal in Brazil at the World Cup 2014. in the first semi in the Euros for 20 years. Dumfries round the corner. Stones just for a moment under pressure from Weghorst, but I do think Stones is getting fitter and sharper all the time. I think you saw it there.
Did really well there, John Stones.
Here's Walker. Foden wants it fed into him. Because Walker knows Foden's going back to front from their Manchester City exploits. Shaw. Bellingham, who's celebrated his 21st birthday at this tournament. Is Saka. Bellingham. Foden, it's all a bit tight. Shaw, early ball in. Dumfries gets the block on. Spain waiting in the final and in supreme form at this tournament. Will be favourites, whoever they play among these two. Foden, Bellingham, Kane, Van Dijk sticking to him like glue. Reinders looking to break away. Rice tried to foul and he couldn't manage to do that. Simons, orange shirts, pouring forward. Mine, you've got to tackle in, and then the Dutch passing movement breaks down.
I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but Xavi Simons is just not as comfortable on this side. And he also doesn't have the chemistry with Dumfries on this side, and you can see it there. They both thought the other was going to pick up the ball. Another reason why you don't take him out of his central position.
This game is beautifully poised now. Where's the next goal coming from? If we're to get one, of course. Kobbie Mainoo. Now that does come out of play. He was working there in a broom cupboard, really, wasn't he?
Nearly got out of it, too.
Bit of trial and error about Rice's partner in that central area. In his championships, Trent Alexander-Arnold was given the role, and then Conor Gallagher for a while. But I think Mainoo's made that spot his own now, for the time being anyway. Shelton here for the Netherlands. Not to Denzel Dumfries. Rejected as a kid, Dumfries in Rotterdam. To earn his Spurs the hard way. Just a bit more cagey at the moment, Landon.
Yeah, there's no question, and the substitutions have played a little bit into that, but I think both teams, after the hectic first half, managers for sure thought, okay, we can't continue to play this way, even though as fans we all wanted to see it continue. I think they both fear set in a little bit, and both are certainly a little more cautious to start the second half.
Can't get greedy. We had 2 goals, 2 shots that hit the woodwork. One from either side, another one off the line. Walker looking to go long. Ake had to get there ahead of Saka. Those two know each other very well from Manchester City Arsenal clashes. Is Weghorst. Simons. Dumfries turned up there in the centre forward position. Life as a fullback these days is rather different, isn't it? Here's Rice for England, who are bidding to reach a final on foreign soil for the very first time. Done it at Wembley a couple of times, and of course the women's team won the Euros a couple of years ago. Walker. Not seen much of Cody Gakpo, have we, today?
No. Majority of the Dutch attacks came centrally, which was fine early on because they were getting a lot of joy. Once Xavi Simons came to this side, it's clear that tactic defensively for England was to cut out Cody Gakpo, and they've done a good job of that.
Walker gets his head up, sees what might be on, can't get the cross away. The Netherlands are defending deep and well. Of course, if it was the Netherlands-Spain final, that would be a repeat of the 2010 World Cup final, won by Spain with an Andres Iniesta goal. Foden. Kane. Again, resilient defending. Later tonight, it's the last of our semi-finals for this summer of soccer when Colombia takes on Uruguay. That's on Fox Sport 1 at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific tonight. As the Copa America boils towards its climax on Sunday. Same day as the Euro final here in Germany, in Berlin. We'll be off on the train tomorrow to Berlin. If it's running, all right. The Dutch train wasn't running yesterday, was it? Here's Kane. I think he wanted a free kick. He was never going to get one. Gehi, born in the Ivory Coast, moved to London when he was 1 year old. Bellingham dropping deep. Remember him being picked for an England World Cup squad when he was 18, 10 years ago in Brazil. Like a lot of players in England, started at the Southampton Academy. Nothing Foden could do with that. Slightly accusing glance. Gakpo. Dumfries. Veerman's ball is too long.
This is the most we've seen out of Cody Gakpo. Really the entire match. Had some space to run forward. And then it's a poor decision from Veerman. Not enough numbers in the box, and the Dutch just need the ball for a little bit to rest. They've been running the majority of this second half, chasing the ball.
He is a man to be watched, though, Gakpo. Half of his goals for the Netherlands have come at major tournaments. Foden wants better movement ahead of him. Slightly exasperated look. Just not quite the same tempo about England as we were seeing in the first half when their football was, well, pretty exhilarating, really.
You have to remember they've played an hour more soccer than the Netherlands have with their 2 extra times, plus the emotions of penalties. So I did wonder in the beginning of the game, how long are they going to be able to keep up this energy?
Is Shaw. Rice. Foden dispossessed by the attentive Shelton.
See the tug there by Foden, just barely. Referee actually didn't see it. He just saw the reaction of the Dutch players. And when that many players complain, it's usually a foul.
Shelton. He who dares wins, maybe. Calculated gambles to be taken by the coaches. Just a reminder, a place in the final itself at stake here. Dumfries' side, Shelton again, but Siemens is not going to be able to get to that gate. He gets across very quickly. And that's all a bit loose. Stefan de Vrij for Denzel Dumfries. I guess his parents must have been big movie fans to name him after Denzel Washington like that.
I actually didn't believe it when I first learned that. I thought, no way. But it's true.
Shown a bit of courage under fire here. A lot of orange shirts pouring forward here. That's brought the Dutch fans to life. Can they smell a chance? Joey Veerman of PSV Eindhoven to take it. It's taking an age to get the free kick taken, isn't it? It's a good-looking ball in that one. Bouncing around dangerously, and Pickford is able to get it away. Virgil van Dijk was among those up there.
Well, the England line was way, way too deep. And the reason you don't have a line that deep is because the challenge happens that close to your goal if it's that deep. They need to move their line a lot higher on set pieces like that. They almost got burned.
First near thing of the second half is Veerman again. And the header is not going to be a problem at all. Dumfries coming forward is much involved in the drama one way and another.
Another look at that save, and again, look how deep into the England box that challenge is happening. If you have your line 4 or 5 yards higher initially, that happens at the top of the 18. It's not nearly as dangerous.
It was Virgil van Dijk on the end of that. He did get his first Liverpool goal in a Merseyside derby past Jordan Pickford. Foden's chasing that. It was a slightly difficult one for Verbruggen, but he made light of it. Weghorst's going to be pulled up for the challenge on John Stones.
It's difficult when you're this tall because as you're just trying to create space, His elbow's right at the height of John Stones' face. Doesn't get him a lot, but certainly enough for a foul.
Seven goals in the Bundesliga for Hoffenheim this past season. He's probably going to be on the move again this summer. He's a bit of a half boots will travel kind of character, is Weghorst. Here's Bellingham. Mainu. Here's Walker. England just struggling to find the cohesion they showed in that first half. The fluency, well, and the threat too. Weghorst. Stones getting a foot in. This game is on a bit of a knife edge now, you feel. Gakpo. Xavi Simons. Van Dijk, I think, generally reckoned to be the best defender in the Premier League over the last 5 or 6 years. I think there's too much dispute about that. Ake now. Now Gakpo. Good looking ball towards the back post, and Pickford acrobatically thumps it away with his fist.
As this ball served by Gakpo, Dumfries does a good job making it to the far post. Pickford had to be careful there. Does a good job to punch it away.
About halfway through the second half, it stays 1-1. Joey Veerman, who came on as a sub halfway through the first half. Good-looking delivery, and the referee has seen some pushing and shoving he doesn't like and gives a free kick to England.
Yeah, you can see as Declan Rice trying to hold Weghorst. Weghorst just looks like a little cuddle, I think. Might want to go for dinner later.
Yeah, didn't have much to do with football, that's for sure. Kobe Manu dropping deep. Looking to drop this one in behind for Jude Bellingham. There's a goal kick in the end. Well, Bellingham clearly thought that had taken a little flick off Charlton there, didn't he? Because he let it run. Ref didn't agree, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure it touched him. It's hard for a referee to see that anyway.
I think that was the first little interplay we'd seen between Jude Bellingham and the referee. Had the incident with 3 years ago. It was given away by Charlton that time to Rice. And, well, a couple of heads in hands among the England forwards there. Just lost their way a bit in the second half, England, after their best display of the tournament in the first half. Tijani Reinders, nicely measured for Xavi Simons. Played it behind Reinders, who made one of those runs from midfield. Here he is again. Looks like there's a lot of cul-de-sacs out there at the moment, doesn't it?
Yeah, it also looks like England are starting to have some heavy legs. And remember, it rained earlier. The field's a bit heavier than they're used to.
Ooh, Bellingham going in there with De Vrij. What's the referee going to do here? It is yellow. Bellingham might be quite glad of that. Remember, all the previous yellow cards wiped out in an amnesty after the quarterfinals. Which the idea there is you're not going to miss the final on yellow card accumulation. But he's on thin ice within this game now.
God, that looked a lot more painful, I think, than it was, thankfully. But he was a second late there, and I think happy to see yellow.
Yeah, I think Gareth Southgate might have just had a slight missed heartbeat about that there. De Vrij's okay. Stays 1-1 here. Manu can pick it up. Don't forget this Sunday on Fox, a great day of football for you, starting the day with the Euro 2024 Championship Final, 1 o'clock Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific. Spain waiting to play the winner of this one, and that's followed by the Copa America Final at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific Time. Manu again turns intelligently into the space. Here's Shaw. Shaw's not getting forward as much as Trippier did, is he?
No, not in initial build-out. But as England get more comfortable into this part of the field, he is higher. He's along the back line. That's actually allowed Bellingham, sometimes Manu and Phil Foden to come over and pick the ball up on this side. But in their early build-out, he's not, no.
Walker. Saka carefully watched by Ake again. And stays down. Foden's had something to say to the referee.
Well, Ake is such a good 1v1 defender, and the reason he can play this way and this tight to Bukayo Saka is because he has the pace to recover if he needs to. Most defenders Saka's played against back off him and back off and back off and let him run at him. Saka hasn't had the chance to face up and run at him.
Gehi and Weghorst play on, says the referee. Gakpo. Walker did just about enough. Just about. How about that? From Pickford out to Bellingham. No, went out of play.
Well, this was an all-or-nothing challenge from Kyle Walker. Just got it right. If that falls to Gakpo, he's in. Big chance taken, but it paid off for Kyle Walker.
And if that gets called a foul, there would have been an argument for it being deemed the denial of a goal-scoring opportunity, but he got it right. Veerman to spread the play. Reinders. Is Gakpo just starting to do a little bit more and be a little more influential again in the game. Yerdy Shelton. Dumfries. Back by Simons. Are the Netherlands just that bit fresher? That point you made, Landon, about England playing the extra minutes with the extra times. Dumfries, England quite content to sit in here.
Yeah, the Netherlands look fresh just in their movement. Schouten, Veerman obviously coming on. Reinders, Simons, they're just a lot more active in there, and you can see the England legs starting to get heavier and heavier. And Gareth Southgate, remember, doesn't sub a lot, so they've played a lot of minutes.
Ake with the early ball in, away by Declan Rice. Kane on the chase. Kane hasn't seen much of the ball in this second half.
And if the Netherlands are smart, they will start to turn the screw a little bit here and just keep making England run and wear them out, knowing that they have a big advantage if this goes to extra time.
Here's De Vrij again. Reinders. Patient probing by the Dutch side here. Gakpo up against Walker. Nice looking ball in towards Weghorst. And then Simons again. Just hit it into the ground. Lost all the pace on it.
Well, they're just starting to get forward and create chances now. And as this ball fell to Simons, you're waiting for something special to happen. In the end, pulled his head up, didn't stay down and watch it, and ultimately just chopped it into the ground, into the grateful arms of Jordan Pickford.
Bellingham with the flick on. England have been experts in this tournament at getting themselves out of tight corners, notably against Slovakia. Rescued seconds from the end by Jude Bellingham's overhead kick and then winning it in extra time. And then the late goal against Switzerland. Cue Ollie Watkins of Aston Villa to come on. And Cole Palmer as well, just to freshen England up. I think they need this.
Just very interesting. Watkins ahead of Ivan Toney. So certainly there was a type of game Watkins was here for, and Gareth Southgate thinks this is it.
Shaw. Good early ball in, but Virgil van Dijk's there. Here's Walker. Feeling this could tilt either way. Dutch fans giving England the treatment. As Foden looks to slip through, Walker to drive it across, and there's the goal they've been looking for. But the flag goes up. The flag goes up against Saka. In the build-up anyway, the goal won't count. Saka put it in. It was a great finish too.
Oh, and when Kyle Walker watches this back, he's going to be so disappointed, although that is very close. He didn't need that extra step. He tried to hold his run. We'll see. Boy, was that close. And confirmed, I think, offside. I saw the ref's lips.
Wow. Well, there's a moment of drama. England, meanwhile, prepare these substitutions. Watkins coming on. Looks like Phil Foden to make way, was very bright in the first half. Looks like Harry Kane might be coming off as well. So Ollie Watkins had a splendid season for Aston Villa. 19 Premier League goals and 13 assists.
And just back to that disallowed goal. Kyle Walker, with all his experience, he needed to wait just a split second. He didn't need the extra space. He'll be disappointed when he watches that back, because he knows that was a chance lost.
Just wonder, don't you, with the early substitution of Kane, whether he is carrying a bit of an injury through these championships. Weghorst with the header down, and Shaw is across. Xavi Simons took a little painful knock there. I think he's okay. Well, can Watkins make an impression here in the Kane role? He's come a long way from the days when he used to play non-league football for Weston-super-Mare, then in the 4th tier with Exeter City, then to Brentford, then to Aston Villa. Keeps on improving, and here he is playing for England at the Euros. And he's a good lad too, never forgotten his roots. Move with the disallowed goal. The first time we've really seen England bare their teeth in the second half. Mainu had made a late run there, not seen that time by Stones. Palmer, who's come on, has been pretty lively every time he's got a chance from the bench. Watkins couldn't make that one stick. Netherlands will feel it's about time they were in another big final, the 1988 champions, and of course losers in 3 World Cup finals in history. One of those was in Germany, 74, probably the best team never to win the World Cup that year, with the great Johan Cruyff starring Johan Neeskens as well. Lost the final again 4 years later in Argentina, and again in 2010. Reinders doing well. Good build-up play here. Ackers, Reinders once more. Danger here for England. Chance of Weghorst. Can he get on the end of it here? Crowded out. Gehi did very, very well indeed.
Well, only for the 2nd or 3rd time in this match have England tried to press, and the Dutch calmly picked them apart. Weghorst just a little lazy in his movement, waiting for the ball. If he runs across that near post early, either he gets there or he opens up space for someone else. But a really well-worked move by the Dutch.
England apparently prepared to bide their time. Stones. Watkins had made an interesting run there. Charlton very, very composed, isn't he, in that midfield for the Netherlands. England get the free kick. Bellingham tries to whip up the crowd.
Yeah, I can see why he gave the free kick. Simons goes in with his cleats exposed, but he got 100% of the ball, and that's why he was frustrated.
Coming up to the last 5 minutes of the 90. Is there to be late drama? There's been plenty of that in these championships. Anything now likely to be utterly decisive. Simons to spread the play. Gakpo cutting inside as he likes to do. He's getting the free kick as well.
As this developed, you see Ake there around the left made about a 40-yard run to help Gakpo. Little push by Saka. And now a big chance for the Netherlands with only a few minutes left to play.
And the yellow card shown. Remember, Bellingham had picked up one earlier on.
Yeah, I think, confirmed there. That was for Saka. Yeah. Showed up as Bellingham first, but yeah, that was for Saka for the push.
Just confirmed that, yeah. Netherlands with this opportunity from the set piece. Van Dijk was attacking it. Goes behind for, what's the decision here? Well, there's a yellow card for Van Dijk for protesting.
Well, a few things there. It was a corner kick. Van Dijk's right. But what a header by John Stones. Van Dijk and I think De Vrij were there. Or maybe Weghorst. Ready to pounce. You see it here. And Stones with an excellent header to rise above the two of them.
Corner not given. Van Dijk protests. Yellow. Captain is allowed to have a conversation, but the conversation obviously went a bit too far. Here he is again, the Liverpool man who will have a Dutch coach next season in Arne Slot, arriving from Feyenoord at Anfield. I think it's fair to say the Dutch have carried the greater threat in this second half. England rather lost their fizz. Rice. Walker wide to Saka. Closely attended as ever by Ake. They've kept him much, much quieter in this second half. Saka's ball. Good looking one to Shaw, whose control was immaculate. Watkins couldn't quite get there. Palmer here! Chance to win it for England. He's been dead-eyed for Chelsea, not there.
Well, as this comes across, just evades Watkins, and as it fell to Palmer, you see he's just leaning, just swipes across it. You expected a lot better from him there.
That was like a golf shank, that one. Not like Palmer, not the way he's played this last season with 22 Premier League goals to his name.
I saw you hit a few of those the other day, Ian. You set me up, sorry.
It happens all the time. And we lost.
We did lose.
Weghorst looks to flick it on. Play will be pulled back as Gakpo looked to break away down that side, but the referee, Felix Zweier.
You know, Ian, just as much as the players and the coaches don't want to make a mistake, referees are human too, and they don't want to miss something like that that leads to a goal. So oftentimes they just make the safe call so that they're not at the center of controversy.
It looked like quite a soft one.
Yeah, it was not a foul.
Palmer. Chance here for somebody to grab the glory late. The prize could hardly be much bigger. Place in the final against Spain. Stones. Here is Palmer. Ollie Watkins here. Oh, how about that? How about that? Ollie Watkins wins it for England, surely. Just sensational. Comes on as substitute, scores his first tournament goal, and it looks like a winner.
Well, you just talked about him not forgetting his roots. I think he's got wings now. He's going to fly.
turns in the box. His movement was great. Big mistake by De Vrij. Opening his legs here. Never, ever do that. And Ollie Watkins smashes it inside the post, leading England to glory. And probably the European Championship final.
That is a moment he will never, ever forget. Right out of nowhere. Xavi Simon's got a yellow card amid the hullabaloo that followed. Ezri Konsa is coming on for England, and there's a couple of changes here for the Netherlands. Joshua Zirkzee, the striker who's on his way to Manchester United, and Brian Brobby, the Ajax striker as well. Conor Gallagher coming on for England. Saka goes off, but England look like they've done it late again.
For all the criticism Gareth Southgate has received, subs on Ollie Watkins, man who hasn't played a minute, and he goes on to score the likely winner here. Somebody's looking like a genius now.
The Dutch fans away to our left, stunned. Kobbie Mainoo coming off of England, about to make it successive European Championship finals. It's taking a long time to get the game restarted. It will be added on. But there really isn't very much left of this at all once it does restart.
The Netherlands are lining up basically like an NFL kickoff here. They're going to roll this back to Verbruggen, send about 8 players forward.
Well, it's saying just 2 minutes to be added. We've had that. But of course, there's been a big delay with the scoring of the goal and the celebrations till the game restarts again. They've got to get it forward and quickly. Weghorst to play it on again. Rice to try and win it for England here. Tremendous bit of play by him in the circumstances. Palmer. What a substitution by Gareth Southgate. Kane off, Watkins on, and he goes and does that.
Can't wait to see what the English media have to say about Gareth Southgate after this. You know, Ian, just going back to the goal quickly, De Vrij gets his feet all wrong. Those moments happen where you get in a bad spot. You've got to keep your legs shut. All credit to Watkins for seeing it, and what a tremendous finish.
Up goes Shaw. Palmer giving the ball away. Charlton. Zirkzee. Ake wide for Gakpo. Has to get the cross in. He does get the cross in towards Weghorst, trying to keep it alive, but cool as you like from Jude Bellingham. Will be heading somewhere in the direction of the corner if he can get that far. Gets the free kick, and he's mobbed by people from the England bench as if he just scored the winner in a World Cup final for doing that. Just confirmation of those late changes. Well, Gareth Southgate, in his 101st game in charge here, he's had to endure ridicule, beer cups being thrown at him. But after all that, he's having the last laugh, isn't he? A lot of the criticism has been from people who don't know too much about the game, I'd suggest. England have done it. England are in the final. England explodes in joy. Dutch doom in Dortmund after that late drama.
Just incredible, Ian. Just incredible. That man, out of nowhere, nobody expected him to be the hero tonight. He will forever be an England legend after that.
There's Ed Sheeran in the crowd who serenaded the England players the other day. England's incredible story at these European Championships goes on. They've stolen it late. England 2, Netherlands 1, England in the final. And back to you, Jules.
Ian Landon, thank you very much. England have done it. They are in a second straight Euros final. Gareth Southgate has masterminded this team to get to another tournament final. And all the questions leading into this tournament were about whether he should take Ivan Toney or Ollie Watkins with this squad, or whether he should take them both. This is why you take them both. Ollie Watkins with a 90th minute winner to send England to the final. Captain Harry Kane leading the celebrations with the England fans. And that's England's hero right there, Ollie Watkins. Let's have a listen in. Absolutely incredible scenes in Dortmund as England book their place in the Euros final. Daniel Sturridge, how are you feeling?
I am absolutely buzzing. Listen, the delight on my face right now is, I'm like blown away.
You're beaming.
Ollie Watkins, man, you know, plays for my hometown team, Aston Villa. Like, I'm just so proud of the team, the will to win today, everything about them, man, the togetherness. This is an amazing feeling for me as a fan, and obviously for the players. As you can see, the fans, the jubilation, the relief for the manager, the change he made in bringing Ollie Watkins onto the football pitch. A lot of people have questioned Gareth Southgate, and he's making changes and he's making this group believe, and that is all that matters. Now they're in a final against Spain, who's been the best team so far in the competition. It sets it up perfect. Can't wait to see the match on Sunday.
Southgate is winning this game for England today. The second half was not great for England. He made some really, really big calls. And I'm talking big calls. Take Harry Kane off. Who takes Harry Kane off? I mean, he puts Ollie Watkins on, he's not putting Ivan Toney on. He put him on last game. No, he puts Ollie Watkins on, and what happens? Ollie Watkins pops up and scores an unbelievable goal at the perfect time to score a winning goal with a minute to go.
We were ready for extra time. We were getting prepared for it. And then Ollie Watkins, who's just been named as the player of the match in the stadium, by the way, Alexi, gets that winning goal for England. Look at these scenes.
We were all prepared for extra time and possibly penalties down the line. And Sir Ollie Watkins said, not today. I'm going to come in and I'm going to be a hero. I'm going to be a legend. I'm going to lead this team to yet another final. And to your point on Southgate, I know he gets at times a lot of criticism for the way that he plays, some of the decisions that he made. He got everything right today. He has, in a strange way, gotten everything right in this tournament and getting them back to the final, and again on the precipice of doing something amazing and historic. So bring it on. Well done. I am happy for England. I'm happy for my English friends here that are watching and that are here at the table and all around the world.
Commiserations to the Netherlands as well, who put up a solid fight in this match. And they're incredible fans that we've seen their support throughout this entire tournament out in Germany. Will have to obviously watch their team walk off tonight and not make it to a final. But England will be there. They will be in that final on Sunday against Spain. Euro 2024 today on Fox is presented by Intuit QuickBooks. We began this competition with 24 teams, and we are now down to the final two at this Euros. It is going to be Spain against England on Sunday at the Olympia Stadion in Berlin, and we cannot wait. Ollie Watkins came on for Harry Kane in the 81st minute, and with his 4th touch of this match, the Aston Villa striker gets the stoppage time winner, his 4th international goal, but it couldn't have come at a better time. It's his first ever for England at a tournament. Here's the reaction back home. Love it. At Box Park, Wembley, the fans absolutely erupting when he found the back of the net. England are off to their 2nd straight Euros final, and they're 1 step away from getting their hands on that trophy. England will have their chance in just 4 days' time. We'll wrap up more about their win over the Netherlands after this break.
The USA basketball men's Olympic team has an unmatched history around the world.
Here comes the United States with numbers. Pretty pass! Obtains the finish.
16 gold medals in 19 competitions.
It was my greatest basketball thrill to go into the Olympics and win the gold medal.
Join SiriusXM NBA Radio for an exclusive town hall interview with Team USA Managing Director Grant Hill. Hosted by Coach K. Tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. Only on NBA Radio Channel 86 in the car. And the all-new Sirius